Hello, and welcome to Low Rollers, where the stakes are always high and the rolls, they're low. Just like today, they're low. I'm slow. We had a really hard time getting the episode started, but hey, we're here. And tonight's episode is going to be about everything that happens to just grind our gears and just makes us question the thought process of humanity and stupidity of the world. And with me today is joined with Matt and Chris. Say hi, guys.
Hola.
Hey, how's it going?
Not shit. We finally got some shit going on, and hopefully the episode goes well so I don't have to throw my laptop through a wall at this point.
Correction, throw the wall through your laptop.
I'd throw
And
it through
here
the
we go
wall.
with that.
Took me like
But
25
no.
minutes to get my volume okay, or it wasn't freaking echoing.
Yeah, because, other than Chris, you and I, Matt, we got
Audio
our shit
issues.
from bullshit. We got it from fucking TikTok and Temu.
I got a shitty salary, okay? I can't
I
afford
feel
I
it.
got a shitty salary too,
I
dude.
got 2 kids, a shitty salary.
I got
Yeah.
kids.
Don't worry, I have 2 kids too. The one's nice and doesn't like to cool me off though, and the other one just wants to fucking break.
Well, that's
Uh-huh.
good.
All the
That's
time.
what they want during the hot summer. No,
Yeah. You really want to hear something that grinds your gears.
grind my gears.
Grind something and grind my fucking this
Yeah, this-
rope around my neck. That's what can happen.
Jesus.
Fuck.
Don't say that.
I know. I mean, we just had a holiday just
That's my place
passed.
to say that.
It's late 4th of July. We would have had an episode out last time, but we took a little bit of time because, it was Sarah's birthday 2 days ago. So,
Big
woo.
birthday in the house.
But when people hear this, they're probably going to be like, oh, wait, 2 days ago. That was whenever. When the fuck was this? Don't worry about it. Shut up. Anywho. But yes, today episode is all about what really just gets under your skin, what really grinds your gears. We all have stories because we all worked in retail. Some of us still do. One of us here, Inksney, me, got the fuck out. Because I can't do that shit anymore. But yeah, we have plenty of stories, not just even with that, just with, even just going to other places,
Life.
driving on the road, life.
Shit
Yes.
people talk about that pisses you off.
Driving on
Uh-huh.
the road.
Well, driving on the road, that's going to be a completely different episode later on.
That's a big episode there.
Yeah. So,
Nah, I think
that's-
you can cover driving on the road pretty quickly because, there's only really, one thing that's a
I
bother.
mean, true. But yeah. So, what's everybody been up to other than Chris? Because I've seen you just 12 hours ago. So, well, no, 24 hours ago.
12 hours ago.
24 hours. Shut up.
Yeah.
24
I
hours.
left your place 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I got home this time last night.
Oh, yeah. because
Yesterday
it was-
morning, actually, technically.
Luckily, you did because it started storming bad as fuck.
No, I was in that. And as I'm driving
Oh.
home, Kay looks at me. She goes, "I had the perfect time to leave." I was like, "At least you're not the one driving."
True. She'd be having an anxiety attack.
Yeah, she was like, "I just pull over and not drive." I'm like, "Yeah," but what makes it even better? Driving in that rain with the windows up. Sure, it kept
Yay.
cool because the AC kind of wanted to work, but at the same time, my windows fogged up and I could barely see the whole drive home.
That's
It was
beautiful.
fucking awesome
That's beautiful.
because crash course into cars, if your air conditioner, which air conditioner, it does not mean it's supposed to blow cold air. That's not what air conditioning's for. It's to condition the air to make you feel comfortable. But because your AC doesn't work in your car, it will not defog your windows during the summer. So you're fucked,
No way.
especially in the rain.
Oh yeah,
That's brutal. That is brutal.
yeah. It's just life is brutal.
And then
Bullshit's brutal.
once we got like closer to Exton, it stopped raining. Or like I guess more as soon as we got into like Chester County, it slowed down in raining. Because even what I told her, down in Delco, it's going to be pouring ass fucking rain. But in Chester County, it never fucking rains.
Yeah,
That's why it's always so fucking hot.
That's crazy.
True.
You know,
And once we got closer, I would have rolled down the windows, but she was passed out, and I was like, I'm not waking her up like that.
Oh, she passed out in the car.
Yeah, she was having like a migraine. She just like
Oh, yeah.
had her hand over her eyes, and she eventually fell asleep. I saw her like move around for a minute, and she woke up for a bit, and then she just conked right back out. Because I had to wake her up when we got here.
Gotcha.
By wake her up, I mean I hit the fucking bump
Brakes.
that's right at my house, and she woke right up.
Oh, what about you, Matt? I know, like, you were telling us about your job and all that bullshit, but you know,
job just going terrible, and just the retail world drowning. It's been 99 degrees up here in Montgomery County. The whole tri-state area, 99 degrees, feeling like 105, and it's 82 degrees in the store. So that's beautiful. But
That sounds nice.
yeah, it's nice and warm if you're cold outside, but not at 99 with 105 heat index. Over there
True.
drowning and dying.
just imagine being in a
but
shop
you're-
and that doubles.
You're in a store
In a store.
that's at least cool.
No, it's not cool. The back room is like 100%.
Well, that's because back rooms are typically not insulated.
True.
It's terrible. It's terrible there. But how
I'm in a
was the
shop
4th of
where
July?
the bay doors are open all day.
Everybody have a good 4th of July?
Yeah, 4th of July wasn't bad. I was working.
Yeah, you worked.
Worked till like 6
Yeah.
o'clock, then went to barbecue up the street.
I went to a pool party.
I mean, I came afterwards. I just didn't get in the pool.
Yeah, you did.
I came.
Yeah, well, I mean, there
Had a
really
good old
wasn't much
shot of
time,
Malort.
unfortunately, when you came. Yeah, you had a shot of Malort.
Fucking shoot me in my ball
Malort.
sack for that. Fuck Malort. Fuck Malort.
Wait, look, man, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you people in Chicago, but if Malort's what you guys like drinking, you have issues.
Shit.
Yeah, seriously. Because Malort is absolutely dog shit. It's
What
terrible.
is it? I don't think I've ever had that.
Matt, don't worry, you'll have it one day. I'll specifically make sure you get it.
It's not a whiskey.
Oh, it's a whiskey.
Malt liquor?
No, it's a liqueur.
It's a liqueur.
It's technically
a
not
special
liqueur. It's a liqueur. That's what Jesse keeps saying. It's a liqueur.
Yeah, well,
So
liqueur
it
these
isn't
balls,
like
Malort.
whiskey or anything. It's just a liqueur, as he puts it.
Yeah.
But you drink it and you feel like you just stuck your tongue in hot garbage that's been sitting out for like 4 weeks.
Yeah.
It's fucking horrendous.
I would
I think I'd
drink
rather eat
absinthe.
the fruit. I think I'd rather eat the fruit out of Rock and Rye than ever have that shit touch my lips again. I was so happy that night that I was a DD because as soon as Jesse was like, no, if we're going to make people drink it, you got to drink it. I was like, I'm driving. I can't drink. He's like, that's a good reason to get out of it. You're lucky. I'm like, yeah, I know. Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah,
Fuck no.
it was
No
fucking
drinking
terrible.
and driving, folks.
The only thing
Oh,
I had was a
fucking
Twisted
DD.
Tea, and that was only because it was the Rocket Pop.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Because
Anymore.
obviously Sarah wanted it. She took it, drank a little bit of it, and then said, here you go. You can have the rest.
Yep.
The fuck?
Yep. You should have known that. You know that she does that shit.
Oh, wait, no, that wasn't her. I'm sorry. That was Kyle. Kyle drank half,
oh.
and he said, here, you can have the other half because it was the only one left.
Ah. But
'Cause I don't-
yeah,
did Sarah get a
would have
rock?
went
I think
to
so.
like my family's 4th of July the following day, but I worked a 12-hour shift. So
Mm.
I mean, I got to come home to some nice like smoked ribs, some smoked chicken, and no mac and cheese. I was very upset about that, but
Gotta have
both my
mac and
sisters
cheese.
make awesome fucking mac and cheese, so it's like
Some type of pasta.
it's going to be gone. But I had that and hot dogs. That's about it.
No hamburgers.
Nope.
Yo, I
Burgers
ate
are probably gone.
Nothing.
Oh man,
I actually ate
always-
nothing when I went to Jules's party.
That you're insane. If I got there early and actually had off, but since I got paid
Well,
for it,
I
I would
also
have ate
didn't-
everything.
I wasn't really hungry. Even when we got there, I wasn't really hungry. Like, I think I ate something before going. Oh yeah, I did, because it was a Thursday. I went back home to do laundry, and my mom made me something to eat, and I ate, so I wasn't hungry.
Makes sense.
It was funny too, because I get a phone call. I get a phone call going, "Hey, where are you?" I'm like, "Home doing laundry." You know, we said the party's gonna start at like 4:00. I'm like, no one fucking told me this.
They're terrible at planning things, bro. Don't worry.
Oh,
You're
no.
not the only one.
100%. But this was the great part. Like a few hours later, not a few hours, a few minutes later, because, as you know, I called Sarah, told her everything. She's like, well, what, are we not going? I was like, no, we're fucking going. I just told Kyle he's fucked. He's waiting until I have to pick everyone up.
Yeah.
So I had called Jesse and told him. Well, no, I didn't call Jesse. I texted Jesse saying, hey, like, am I still getting you?
Yeah.
Mainly asking that because me and him got really pissed at each other the night before. No, that wasn't on stream. And he's like, yeah, are you not going anymore? Like, because I was his ride. And I'm like, no, I'm going. I want to make sure. I was like, is Kristen going? He's like, yeah, she ain't done till 7:00. So I call Kyle, and Kyle goes, you better not be calling. If you're calling me with bad news, hang up. And my mom's across me. She laughs, and I just hang up the phone. And so I call. I obviously call back, but I call back, and I hear Jules saying, "No, you call that motherfucker and tell him he's coming."
He's cooming. He's going to coom.
Apparently, he thought I was Jake calling to say I'm not coming.
Oh my!
I'm like,
fucking
no,
God.
I'm coming. I'm just not going to be there till after 7:00.
Yeah.
And it was at that point I had to leave my place, go get Sarah, and then drive all the way back to get Jesse and Kristen.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. That was.
I wasted a lot of gas, just like today did.
I bet. Did you get to look at the house?
Yeah, I went down to Glen Old and looked at the place.
How was it?
It's a nice place. I got to talk to someone else, another investor, pretty much, and see if I can get pre-approved. Possibly pre-approved with someone else, or just ask for an offer tomorrow. What's that? Huh?
You moving to Delco?
Yeah,
Probably.
kind of unfortunate, but family wants to go back. Oh, Matt's fucking up. No, he's not. Never mind. Family kind of wants to go back. I do kind of want to go back to Delco, but at the same time, don't really care. I'd rather stay out in like the boonies where there's no one around me and I can be left alone.
I mean,
it has a nice little basement, which is D&D is going to be done. It has a garage where Frank's going to go, and I'm probably going to be tearing the engine out when I get her in there.
There you go. What, are you going to put a new engine in the motherfucker?
No, I'm going to rip the fucking engine out and rebuild the entire motherfucker. Because I'm tired of it overheating. I can't figure it the fuck out. I've replaced everything. The only thing left is the fucking head gasket, and I'm pulling the engine. I ain't got the money to put a new engine in it. You fucking kidding me? It's $5,000 for the engine I want. And then it's probably going to be another $20,000 dump into it to put the parts in. Not even including probably sending it out to the machine shop to let it get born, honed, and cleaned.
Fuck. This engine out.
What was that?
That's something my brother would do. Just tear the engine out.
Seriously.
Oh, yeah. I could call Joe and ask him to come help me.
You know him.
You could, and I bet you he fucking would. If he had time, he would.
Oh, yeah.
Cars, man. I think he's like.
I just don't have time.
Cars and sold. I think he's 10 cars already.
Like, I just don't have time to, unfortunately, work on my own car because of work.
Yep.
That's like another reason why I really want content creation to work. Like,
oh yeah.
Not only would I be able to sit home all day and just stream, play video games, but I also want to make a car channel to showboating my car like I'm supposed to do with someone else, but that's a whole process we're working through right now.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think about it. Like, content creation is such like a easy / like terribly hard field to blow up in.
Yeah.
Like, you either have
You also have to have a good personality. You have to be funny, which I don't have any of that.
You doubt yourself too much. Shut the fuck up.
Well, there's
You
a lot
can
of
be funny.
AI apps these days you can get.
Here's the thing: I can be funny, but the humor that I use cannot be monetized.
Yeah, true. That's the only thing that
Look,
sucks.
if me and Lou would have monetized, well, I don't know. I don't think monetization was back available back.
It was.
It
back in, like,
was, but
Yeah, it was.
It was
We
very.
just
good.
didn't
Remember, that's
understand it.
how-
I don't think we understood it.
very well. I don't know, but revving up the rednecks would have taken off.
Definitely.
You can get back to that one of these days.
Definitely it would have taken off.
It would have. I mean, when did we come out with 6 episodes and a Christmas special?
Yeah. And we even made a trailer for a possible movie we were going to do, and never happened because, life happened. Like, like, I would love for this podcast to at least kick down the door a little bit and then leave it open to more possibilities, And I think we had something last time with Hazard Inc. This is spoiler to another podcast that we used to have before. Had multiple people on it.
COVID? Was that COVID times?
That was probably COVID or pre-COVID. I'm not sure. I think it was before. Yeah, it was before I had Khaleesi. I know that much. But we were doing decent. We had our little episodes with the draft, like the NFL draft. We had one with technology and photography, where Dalton was in and everything. And then the one that really blew it up was the one with Deuce, because he had people that wanted to listen to it. He was sharing it everywhere, and it was like we almost took that episode and was just like, oh, we did good. Let's just keep that one up there and never go back. It was just like the fuck. So it's like, I'm almost scared to do the episode with the Deuce because I don't want it to blow up, and the same thing happened. So I'm trying to get out more episodes.
We just don't go back to it?
Yeah.
We never went back to that old podcast, the one we originally had.
No, what it is the problem is, and the thing is, I can admit to this because this is what I do for streaming and a lot, which is like you just hit a point, and eventually you just come back to it. But when you hit the point, you still have to keep going. You hit the point where you're just like, I don't feel like doing it. I just don't feel like doing it. That's just it.
Yeah.
Because like, there's a lot of times I get on like, right now I've been streaming Call of Duty a lot because Jesse has the itch for Call of Duty. And I've just been grinding out zombies while everyone's off. Yeah. And I'm just like sitting there, I'm like, I don't feel like streaming playing zombies. And I mean, I force myself sometimes. Like I catch myself like this morning, I was like, I gotta leave in 2.5 hours to go to my mom to drop my clothes off and then run down to Delco for this house. But I was like, I'll stream anyway. Screw it. Just put my shit out there. You have to go through the itch, and it's annoying. It really is when you don't scratch it because you don't feel like doing it, but you have to. Whether it's going to be, I mean, if I know I'm only doing a 30-45 minute stream, I really won't do it. But like, unless I know I got an hour and a half or more to stream, I usually don't stream under an hour and a half, which is something, not bad, but I should not do.
Yeah.
All stream is good stream.
I think my main downfall was I got discouraged because I'm just seeing all these other people, whether they were big beforehand. Like, I can't make an example out of, Markiplier and his podcast. Like, they were doing YouTube and all that shit. So it was like, everybody already knew who Markiplier, Bob, and Wade were. So they had that to go off of. With others, it's like they either have, like you said, like the personality, they have that it factor, and no matter what I would do before, like whether if it was YouTube or trying to want to do the voice acting shit, which I lost the opportunity to do that. I could have done that because I did get a role into something, but I never followed
Yeah,
up.
but that was a fan made show, which still would have been good.
It would have been. It
I
would have
tried
been something
doing it too.
Yeah, and that would have been nice to have it under my belt that I did something like that, whether if it was fan made or not. It's like I got the experience. You know what I mean? But that was my own doubt, because then I was like, well, what if I do this and it doesn't do anything? I always had that. That is my con. That is my like weight that I always have on me, that I'm always second guessing or overthinking, like this isn't going to work. Like this isn't, like we're 5, 6, 7, 10 episodes into something. Not one blew up. Why am I still doing this? When it's like, sometimes you got to get to like your 20th one or 50th. And one of those,
it's not just that either. It's, you can have the biggest luck in the world. Your first episode of whatever you do just immediately be gold.
Yeah.
But you also have to think, a lot of people have been doing YouTube for years.
Mm-hmm.
Never broke through.
Yeah.
I mean, shut up. Look at The Boys, like narrator, Mully, Josh Stubb, Eddie, all of them. Mm-hmm. They made sure made a whole video where they're like, if it wasn't like, this is like almost every creator before this date, like, agrees that this is what made them big.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them agree that if it wasn't for COVID, they would have never gotten big, because everyone went inside. Everybody started watching YouTube and TikToks. Like, and the thing is, it can only take one thing for you to blow up.
True.
So even say if you do the thing, you and Matt do the thing with Deuce. Sorry. Matt's echoing again.
Oh no.
Am I echoing?
Yep. It might be when you stop talking, it kicks it on. But something we'll fix it later.
Well, it's back. It's
but it's good now. Yeah, it's
We're
good.
fine.
Like, you and Matt could do the thing with Deuce,
mm-hmm.
and if that ends up blowing up, well, then you just got fans. You got people who are going to listen, and they may be like, "Hey, I want to come back," or listen through the old podcast. Like, what we got, like 4 out right now, or 3
so far. I think 3 or 4.
So, say if you did it as like the next one, and that's what people watch, and they're like, "Holy shit, Deuce is on this," and they go back and listen to the last 3 or 4 or however many, and they go, "Actually, I kind of enjoy their old content so far. Let me start listening to them weekly."
Yeah.
Like, it's just how it works. I mean, don't also forget, like, we've only went over what? This is our 4th topic.
Yeah.
I know so far it's supposed to be grind our gears, but it kind of more turned into we're just fucking rambling about dumb shit.
Yeah, it kind of starts off like that. But we're gonna get to the grind our gears type thing. That's the whole point. Like,
yeah, eventually. But like, that's kind of what ends up happening. Like, look at me. I've been doing this since fuck, I gotta go look, but like, I've been doing this for almost 8 years.
Yeah.
Dude, I still haven't gotten shit.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't blown up at all.
Yeah.
I think I had, well, I'm actually in my videos right now. My first video was like fucking, I know it was Doom, so let me actually go to my fucking playlist here.
Doom.
I'm still scrolling down actually, because it cut me. I want to poke up my bunghole. Yeah, 8 years ago.
Oh, that was great.
Like, my first video was on June 8th, 2016.
Yeah.
Still haven't had anything happen. It still never blew up, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And again, granted, I fell off doing YouTube videos, but that's also because
Editing
work.
is a bitch.
I gotta deal with work. Editing is a bitch. I don't have the time for it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And like the only video I ever had that blew the fuck up was the video of when I was fixing your fucking shit.
What shit?
Hold up. Can't find it. Is when I gave you that custom profile emblem.
Well, it's because
when I gave you the custom profile, yeah. In 2017, that was 688 views with 17 comments. That was the most I've ever had.
Yeah.
And then after that, I had a Halo video, which was the ending of Halo 1, which was 385. And that's when I was playing with Marie. Again, another Halo video, which is Halo 5. Again with Marie, which was 272. And then it just starts going down from it, which was Resident Evil 5 with you.
Yeah. Like the most views me and Matt got on a video was when we went to Devil's Road. That got 2.5 thousand views. You know,
I'm sorry, real quick.
Go
ahead.
2,000.
The fifth highest view video, and I forgot about this, has 75, and it's the part 1 for Halo 5 co-op, where it was me, you, Eric, Pac-Man, and Marie.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where you went, is that Luke Cage? And I had to bleep it out.
That was fucking great. I realized that
had me fucking. And I'm like, I'm recording, Lou. It's like,
God.
oh.
Yeah. I realized that. So, and it's funny because I just listened to an episode of Distractable with Mark and them called The Mask We Wear. And that made me think back to now that you're mentioning that specific episode and how we put on a different version of ourselves in different people's videos or however, like we become a different person. Like in the video I did with that, when I said what I said, I'm not going to repeat it because I could get canceled like that. So, you know,
you're Hispanic. No one's going to give a shit.
Well, still,
it's like Vanoss. No one gives a shit what Vanoss does because he's Asian. No one cares. True. He's just the edgy. That's why everyone loves watching Vanoss because he's the edgiest motherfucker and just gets away with shit. And no one will touch him.
True.
He don't
well,
care.
I'm not that fucking far up, okay? Like, but no. So it's like I realized when I went back and watched that video, I was like, bro, I'm really trying to sound black, and I need to fucking stop it. Just let me be my fucking self, like how I am right now. Let me just be me. You know, not be over the fucking top. You know,
I mean,
like,
you're also from an area where you think you're from. Where you think you're from Philly.
Well, you should see this how this guy used to type messages on Facebook.
Bro, I typed fucking stupid.
What y'all doing?
Okay, hold on.
To
be honest with that, to be honest.
Like, it was just like...
We were all kids, and that was how we text.
Nah, he was...
Okay?
I was like 20.
That's all it was.
This guy was 25 doing that.
I wasn't 25 doing that. I was like 21, 20.
Dude, there's someone I know.
You're like 18. This is like out of high school.
This motherfucker tried calling me out saying I was 25. Bitch.
There are still people I see on Facebook that still do it, and I'm just reading and like, yo, am I having a stroke? Like, did you never grow the fuck up to learn proper English?
It took me to go to college to actually speak properly. And for me to go into a relationship, huh?
Yeah,
Which college?
I said, what's college?
University of Phoenix. It was online.
I said, what's college? I was making a joke.
We went to college for like 3 days.
I went to college for almost 2 years, okay? I actually did it for 1.5 years, and I was almost done. My dumb ass just never finished.
I just want to say something. Circling back to Hazard Inc., I found out when that podcast, with Deuce, it was May 2nd, 2020.
Okay, so it was COVID.
That's when it came out.
Yeah, height of COVID, so COVID was also a factor for that.
I think we had 5 or 6 episodes for Hazard Inc.
All right, so that's fuck, man. Like, that's something else I also, I guess that's a good segue to grind our gears. That's something that does actually fucking piss me off still kind of to this day that grinds it. Is that during COVID, I had 3 weeks off because I walked out of work and took a COVID leave, that I could have made videos. I could have streamed, but I didn't. That whole time I didn't. And I'm not going to say, like, I don't regret it, because there's no point in living with fucking regrets in life, because life is too fucking short for that. But, like, I am angry at myself that I didn't record or edit or do anything during that time, because that could have been my time to blow up, and I just let it pass me by. And that opportunity will never be there again.
Mm-hmm.
Knock on wood, that it would never be there again, because granted, I would like another lockdown, because that was nice to not work.
Yeah, I had,
but
I was off for like 11
for me,
weeks.
I'd still have to fucking work.
I was off.
I still had to work too.
Yeah.
They closed our store for 11 weeks and paid us like more. We got paid more money every 2 weeks sitting doing nothing than we got paid work. It was like $1,000 more a week.
Well, my job didn't give a shit. They said, "Oh, well, we can close the shop, but you got to go around the entire store and just clean the shelves." I'm like, "Cool."
Yeah, because
or you can sit at the COVID, or you can sit at the COVID table and just scam people. Yes,
that's because Wally World didn't care about it. I mean, Wally World, they needed to make the money. They needed to be there for everyone. They said they needed to, But us here at Hobby Lobby, we got shut down by the state. The state was like, "You cannot open up your stores."
Well, that's also because Hobby Lobby is not an essential store.
Yeah.
It's a place literally people go in just to get shit, decorate their house, and then fuck off.
Yeah, we had some fabric to make some.
It's back. It's back. It returned with a vengeance.
Where is it?
And now it's gone.
But like, unlike stores like Giant, or at least we're out here in Pennsylvania, but like Giant, Acme, Walmart, Target, like they were essential stores because they served groceries.
Yeah.
And basic necessities that people needed, like someone needed new pillowcases and stuff like that because they got COVID. They had to pretty much throw away everything they had at the time and get new shit. So they were essential stores to have open. That's the whole reason. But yeah, places like Wawa. No, Wawa was still open.
Yeah, Wawa was open.
Yeah, it was.
Search food. They were 24 hours.
McDonald's was closed. Wendy, like all fast food was closed.
For the most part.
Like, it was, like, don't get me wrong, it was a fucking awesome time. I mean, it sucked a lot of, what happened, but it was an awesome time because you can just walk outside, it's nice and quiet, get in your car, and God, I wish I had my car at the time, but get in your car and just fucking drive, and you didn't have to worry about shit.
The toilet paper shortage was stupid.
Gotta get the bread and milk. Don't forget the bread and milk.
That's why you get a bidet. You never have to worry about toilet paper again.
Toilet paper.
I mean, I'm really looking into getting that shit, but I'm scared.
I'm getting one when I move.
I'm scared. It's gonna tickle my butthole, and I'm not gonna know what to do.
And I always thought the funny thing was during COVID is they were like, "Yeah, don't be around other people." We had fucking parties. We were having parties during COVID.
Yeah,
I was around people the whole time.
Dumb. But it's funny
like
because
your place the whole fucking time.
But bro, like we didn't get COVID until
the whole time.
The whole time during the whole big pandemic, we never got it. Not once. I got it after everything calmed down.
Yep.
It was like the end of 2021, I believe, into 2022 is when I got it. And I hated it. Yeah, because Khaleesi was...
No, I think it was... For me, it was... I think it was 22 because you guys got COVID, I think around the same time I did, didn't you?
Maybe.
China.
Because I went back to my current job around when I got COVID. So it was 22 for me.
Maybe.
22. Yeah, about 22.
You know who Trump...
I was also, I think, just starting to date Kay at that time.
Probably. I don't know.
And
I
I got
don't fucking
COVID.
remember.
Because that's when the Modern Warfare 2 fucking beta came out, and I got COVID during the beta, and I was pissed.
Fucking.
Thankfully, the first day is when I was like bedridden the whole time, and then the next day I was totally fine to sit there and play.
No, of course.
And then I found out they no longer do COVID pay, so I got paid for 2 weeks to do for nothing.
Yep.
Great.
China.
Well, aside from the COVID shit, what other stuff has grinded you guys' gears, just kind of really rubbed you the wrong way, and just made you question anything about anybody? I know we have a
I've
lot.
been talking a lot. Someone else should
Go ahead, Matt. You go. Your turn. The floor's open for you, bud.
I mean,
If you ain't got one, I got one right off the top of my head.
A lot of stuff that grinds my gears, but grinds my gears more than anything is taxes.
Okay,
that grinds my gears. Is that a good one?
Go for it. Elaborate.
Okay.
As they say in Distractable, expound.
Expound.
Oh,
Don't try to give us a Caucasian.
Taxes are just wild, right? Because you have a salary. Let's say you're making $30 an hour. Then you got gross. Say you're making what, $3,000 every 2 weeks, and then your take-home pay could be nearly half of what your gross pay is. But then because you're hit with all these taxes, right? Then you have money and you're buying stuff, and then you charge more taxes. Then you charge taxes for living. You charge taxes for driving your car. You're charged taxes for basically everything, right? Did you ever think about why so many people are homeless in the world? Especially in the United States. Because they don't make enough money because of the damn taxes. So the story to the grinds my gears is just get rid of the taxes and we'll all live happy.
I agree.
And it will make us not become like China. The end.
China.
I blame China.
Every
I'm
time.
not going to expand on this.
Every time I see my paycheck come in, and I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be good. Then I get hit with this.
Emotional damage.
Exactly. When I see all those taxes get fucking taken out. That and also my health insurance, but that's
it could be worse.
Story.
I don't have a problem with being taxed, to be honest. I mean, it's annoying because I don't get that much pay, but at the same time, like, those taxes go to things that people need, technically. Like,
I mean, yeah.
Not to
yes,
our roads.
what we pay in taxes
Roads, though.
goes to firefighters, goes to the police, goes to our fucking military. I'm fine with it. I'm pretty sure it goes to healthcare workers too. Like I said, it could be a lot worse. Would you much rather be a country that has free healthcare?
Yeah,
No.
actually.
Would you want that?
I want free health.
No, you don't. You know why? Because your taxes will double at that point, because now you have to pay taxes for everyone's healthcare. And I know a lot of people are going to go, no, don't work like that. It does. If you look at any other country that has free healthcare, they pay an ass load. I think they pay like
50% probably.
No, like maybe, but I think it's like more like 35 to 40% more taxes than us. And think about that number. I think that's off the top of my head. I'm probably more than likely wrong on that, but they pay way more than us, and they're like, oh yeah, no, we're totally fine with that. But probably also the thing that is government actually cares and doesn't put their money into military, because their plan is, oh, America has a military, they're going to protect us. But I digress. But yeah, our taxes aren't that bad. Literally, what we pay is not that bad.
Yeah.
Granted, are we paying more right now? Yes. Should we be paying more right now? Fuck no. Our tax should be way less.
Yeah.
Because there's more than enough people in this country where even if we pay like $1 of taxes, the government's still making a couple $1 million, probably Yeah, a couple $1 million. I was gonna say trillion, but there's no way there's close to 1 trillion people in the U.S. Probably like
There's 300.
I don't know how many number. 110 million comes to my head, but
No, it's like 340 million, I think.
in the U.S. alone.
Yeah, 340 million.
You gotta ask the fucking like the Mr. History buff about the United States over here. You know, like,
300. All right, so Matt, you're right. 341. I'm gonna estimate this up actually.
Yeah,
342 million people
keeps
in
rising
the U.S.
every.
That's how much money you'd have. Like, yeah, whatever.
But I would
Makes
just like to
sense.
say something to the state of Pennsylvania. Can you use my taxes to please fix the roads? Thank you.
Sincerely, my car.
Because I shouldn't.
That's another
have,
good.
You know, you shouldn't have to get your car inspected every year and then go destroy it on the roads. Come on, Pennsylvania, you gotta do better. Fix the road.
Yeah, that's a grind your gear section right there.
We don't mind
People
paying
always
taxes.
complain that.
Fix the roads.
Yeah, no, seriously, fix our fucking roads. Our roads are horrendous.
Start a petition.
Like it's like driving on Mars. That's how
Yeah.
bad our roads are.
Mars is probably
Yep.
better. Honestly.
I think the
hell
Grand
legit.
Canyon is probably a smoother ride than Pennsylvania roads.
Driving
like
off
every
Hey,
time
whenever
I
I
drive
drove-
around and I see
When
a
me and
pothole,
Jesse went to Maryland
Maryland
and came back,
Maryland. We're going to Maryland.
well, we went to the state store. That's why, and we got a lot of beer. Echo again.
oh no,
It's gone. I'm having fun calling it out. It's kind of fun. It's like a little game.
The echo?
there's
Yeah,
the
it's like an echo now. Like, can I hear it? Oh, there it is. But as soon as, and it happens whenever, like, if I go into Delaware, going to Jake's or Maryland when
Delaware's
I have to go
nice.
to work next week.
I got nice roads.
I come back and it's like as soon as you hear "Welcome to Pennsylvania," I'm like, boom, boom. Yep, there's the pothole. I'm in PA now.
Car's like,
Yep, you fucking
as
hear
soon
this
as
right
cross
as you
that
hit the fucking
state line,
pothole.
Immediate. Jesus Christ.
Yep, you hear exactly that. The fuck?
That's why in Pennsylvania you can look like you're driving drunk, but in reality you're just avoiding potholes.
yeah. I mean,
Yo.
I'm doing that. Freaking road down the street is a state road, and you know the cops are always out on the road, and I'm like driving around the middle of the potholes and shit, and the cops looking at me, and I'm like, I'm just trying to just not blow my tire out.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
Blow your tire out, fuck up your suspension.
come on, do better. People get like, imagine driving a bicycle and hitting a fucking pothole in the middle of Pennsylvania. Come on.
Well, no, they got bike lanes, but they decide to use the road instead.
Not where I am. We don't have bike lanes here. Montgomery County.
No, there's bike lanes. There's 100% bike lanes where you are.
Probably.
You just never see them because the bikers choose to drive in the fucking road.
I hate when they drive like the windy roads, and here's a friggin' pack of 15 bicyclists. Like this isn't.
Yeah, and you have to sit behind them doing 5 miles an hour.
Not the Tour de France, Lance Armstrong. Come on.
The fuck off the road, get on the sidewalk, which is made for you, or the bicycle trails, or the hiking trails that is, again, made for that purpose. Stay off the main fucking road. And I know people are going to be like, no, it's like, no, I don't care about sharing the goddamn road. Just,
Lance Armstrong.
the road is meant for me to drive fast. Okay?
Lance Armstrong.
Goddamn.
Wait.
I know you want to save the, like, driving part for another episode.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm just reading stuff on Reddit for Grinds My Gears, and there's actually a couple of ones that are actually kind of funny. And there's one that's a Naruto one.
Yeah.
All right, so
Peter Griffin.
while you're looking at stuff, I guess I'll throw Grind My Gears out there because this is more of a personal one.
Go for it.
And it
Well, fuck me.
because it's every time I hear anyone talk about it, right?
Okay.
Whatever people talk about, they have no money, they're poor, they grew up poor. I always think of myself, and it bothers me whenever people talk about it. And then they show me pictures of when they were kids, and then tell me how, oh yeah, we did this with my family as kids. We did that with my family as kids. How'd you do if you were poor? well, my family had the money to take me. I guess you weren't poor if you can go on vacation, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I know this topic might start a little bit of shit, but like, I hate the fact that I hear, because whenever I hear anyone, it doesn't matter who it is, it's literally anyone, say, I was poor as a kid, but you talked about going to Disney or going to the beach every summer. And great, even if you didn't go to Disney like every fucking year, but your parents still took you to Disney, even though it wasn't whatever.
Yeah.
But your parents were still able to, during the summer, take you out of the state in some way, shape, or form.
True.
I am the legit definition of being a poor child. I went to the beach maybe twice from when I was born till I was 18 years old. Maybe went twice.
Yeah.
Never left the state.
Yeah.
Every summer, my mom would want to go to the beach. Didn't have the money because we had to spend money on bills. Had to spend money to live. Had to spend money on electric. Never had the money. So whenever I do actually hear people talk about they were poor as a kid, I just think of the point where everyone's like, oh yeah, as a kid, we did this, we did that. It's like, great. Glad to know you think you were that poor. You had more of a childhood than I did.
Like,
I spent my entire childhood worrying about, man, am I going to have a house over my head? Am I going to have food in the fridge?
Yeah.
That was my childhood.
I feel that. I think with my sisters, theirs was a lot more struggling-esque than mine. You know, they tell me I don't know how many times how my family did struggle here and there, and if it wasn't for my grandmom, you know, helping when she could, that they wouldn't be able to do a lot. You know what I mean? But if my grandma, let's say per se, she didn't help us as she did, you know, then my mom and my dad wouldn't have been able to do much of shit. Like, they lived in like a rickety down apartment and everything, barely able to do shit and barely able to survive on most parts. Then when they had me, it was almost like, I will never say I grew up with a silver spoon in my mouth, because I know I didn't. I'm never going to say that I grew up poor, because I know I didn't. I know I was very well more, not privileged, but more fortunate, I guess, is the best way I can say, than most people. And it's like, it sucks, you know, like, because looking back at it when I was a kid, I thought like, oh, like, I wasn't able to get this because, you know, mom wasn't able to afford this or whatever. But then hearing people like, you know, for Chris's point of view, you know, to where like, yeah, maybe he couldn't be able to go to a theme park or something like that because his mom had to pay a bill or do this, do that, you know, however may have you, you know. So my life is fortunate. You know, I think, you know, now...
real quick.
Go for it.
I'm sorry to cut you off, because I do have a question real quick, and it's really off topic. Did Sarah earn a new blue lighter?
What do you mean, earn a new blue lighter?
Does she have a blue lighter?
If she does, I don't know where it's at.
She's a fucking thief if she does.
Probably.
Mine's gone.
Probably.
sounds like something like in Family Guy. Hey, this is off topic.
It's so off topic, but my
My
lighter's gone. I'm trying to light incense. It's not pissing me off.
No. Oh my god. But no, yeah, like I said, I 100% agree with that whole, like, you know, people saying like, oh, I was poor, but I was able to do this, I was able to do that. And it's like, then you weren't poor. You know, you just looked at it in a different perspective. You know, that you grew up and your life was hard because your parents were pieces of shit. You know, that's the difference, that you grew up with fucking piece of shit parents that spoiled you to a certain extent. But when they said no, you couldn't get the new gaming console because they just felt you didn't need it, you threw a fucking tantrum and they got it for you anyway. If you're poor,
See, it's
the
funny.
reason being that you didn't get that new fucking console is because they had to choose between getting you a console and to actually getting you a good Christmas gift to give you clothes on your fucking back and shit,
Mhm.
because you were down to maybe your last good pair of jeans or good pair of shoes. That's
Yeah.
poor.
Yeah, I don't know how many years I kept going to school with the same clothes I've had the year prior.
Yeah.
Like it was multiple times.
Yeah.
Like I probably went 5th all the way up till 7th when I finally kind of grew out of the clothes, just wearing the same clothes every year.
Yeah.
And speaking of the console thing, I was actually, because I remember, I think it's like 2000, 2001, like Christmas at that time,
Yeah.
where we went from, because we lived in Clifton Heights, went to Westchester, which was a really nice place. Then we got moved because the landlord decided to sell the fucking place out from under us when we were renting.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were in Honeybrook, and then we ended up just leaving without the owner knowing because he was a crooked bastard
Yeah.
to go to where my family currently lives.
Yeah.
And I remember that Christmas because, like, again, it was a fucking horrible year because we moved like 3 fucking times in 1 year. And I didn't even know it, but Christmas that year, I ended up getting the Xbox,
Yeah.
the first Xbox.
Yeah.
Didn't even know my uncle was getting it for me. Pat straight up bought it as a birthday gift for me. Not birthday
Oh,
gift,
shit.
Christmas gift. The fuck? And I remember that year being like, dude, this is fucking awesome. And I didn't know the struggle they were going through at the time. And Pat was just like, Echo.
Hey, there it is.
I
Opa.
found it.
The hell?
It's gone.
Mhm.
But like, Pat pretty much got it because he knew I was having, it was a shit year and I didn't deserve to go through it. So he got me the console with what
Yeah.
money he had. And of course, what was the only fucking game I played on that console? Halo.
Yeah, Xbox.
And I remember around that time, I had my mom go to Blockbuster every single day, well, every single week because it was 7-day rental, and rent the game out till she finally just bought it. And then I played Halo 1 up until Halo 2 came out. And then I got Halo 2 because I was renting it every single week from Blockbuster. And then she bought it for me as a Christmas gift,
Yeah.
like a month later, because Halo 2 came out November 9th. Like I think that was the only like expensive like thing I ever got as a kid was the Xbox.
Yeah.
And obviously I had 2 Xboxes because kind of broke one. And then got a new one. And then eventually I did get the 360 when my family started having more money.
Yeah.
And then obviously bought my own Xbox One, Xbox Series. Like I've been buying my own because I have the money. I mean, like, all I can say is it really sucks not being able to make enough money to support yourself
Mm-hmm.
when you have expensive ass hobbies. But I'd rather, like I've always said, I'd rather be a good broke than a bad broke.
Yeah.
And expand on that is a bad broke would be I have no money to pay my bills,
Yeah.
but I use my money to go party and shit. Where a good broke is, hey, I have no money to go out with my friends, or because I kind of just did bad broke, but I'm still good broke right now.
Mm-hmm.
But like a good broke is I paid all my bills, but I don't have really money for myself, but my bills are paid.
Mm-hmm.
And that's honestly what matters. I mean, obviously being able to have food when I go to work and have a lunch and all this other stuff is great, but if my bills aren't paid, I'm fucked for life.
Yeah. I feel like a good
Like I said,
broke is like you paid all your bills, got your groceries and shit, house is filled up, and now you probably got maybe max
$2 to
Yeah, They could be $2. That's a
I mean,
good
like
broke.
I said,
$20.
I kind of screwed myself because this whole pay, I decided I didn't save any of it for my rent or car. Next paycheck, that's all coming out, and that's including my phone and insurance, about $1,200.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of screwed. But I'm still gonna have like $100 some left over, including whatever's left on my bank account that I can't touch, and that $100 is gonna go into my gas tank because I'm almost empty on my gas.
Yeah.
So I'm not going anywhere for the next 2 weeks.
So this
to
actually
work.
opens up the whole like the poor thing and all that shit. That actually opens up to another one of my little grinds my gears type thing is the people that pull the woe is me type shit. Like my life is so hard, or
Hi.
I have.
I don't know. I don't think I've actually done that, but I just wanted to make the joke.
Hard
Yeah.
life.
But it's
I know I
like
have, though,
there's-
but-
I mean, I know we've all done it. Don't get me wrong. I've done it. There's multiple people that have done it.
What did
But
you
you
do?
know when
money on
Did a little sucky because that's how hard my life is.
yeah.
$1.
But it's
$20,
like
$20.
when people sit there and say, my life is so hard and this, and then you're trying to say, like, well, then why don't you do this to change it? You know what I mean?
Oh, I feel like I know
and
who
they-
we're talking about.
Huh?
I feel like I know a few people we're actually talking about here.
I mean, yeah. And it's like, you know, it can even be a knock to ourselves because I can be talking
Yeah.
to myself at the same time, which I have, you know, but it takes like you sit here and you complain about how your life is so bad, how you're not saving money, how this is so hard, but you're not doing anything to change it. And it's like when people say that's why I just read off this one Reddit post, and that's what kind of opened this. Is yes, I am one of those people saying it is your own fault. That is what you dug your hole, you're gonna fucking lay in it. You know what I mean? Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts of like you turned around, fucked your life up, and now you're wondering how the fuck did this happen? It's like you walking into a house, shooting up a family, and then the police show up, and you're sitting there with a gun, like I don't know what the fuck happened. Who did this? How dare they? You know, like who? Like it kind of takes back to that meme of what's his name, Eric Andre, shooting what's his name, Hannibal something.
The one dude that was in the chair, it's just like this
Yes. Yeah. And
What
he's
is
like,
there?
why would I do like who did this type thing? You know, they like someone is always quick to point the blame at something or someone else, but isn't willing to take that shit themselves and be like and self-reflect and be like, you know what? I'm actually the piece of shit. I fucked up. I need to fix this about myself. I had a revelation about that myself recently. You know, thus why I am where I am right now. You
Got a
know,
new job.
yeah, got a new job. I moved. You know,
Good
I
job,
have
too.
not
Screw
missed
'em.
one day of work other than once. You know, I've never, sadly, I can say that, I've never done that before in all of my career of working. I've gone this
Yeah.
long of a period
I've-
without missing a day of work.
Feel you on
Dude, don't worry. I'm
Yeah.
surprised by it too.
Yeah,
time. 3 years.
18 fucking time, man. But
Oh, remember-
I haven't
so-
done it since.
Going back to Walmart though, you remember when they used to give you like 9 absences within 6 months?
Yeah.
Remember that? The
Uh-huh.
one time
I love that shit. I love the 9 absences
Yeah,
thing,
and
though.
they made it down to 5, and I was up to like 4.5.
It was
They almost
ridiculous.
fired me. Whatever. I was like, go ahead, fire. me.
Yeah. But it's all right.
Oh, that's
They-
all getting bleeped out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's her.
Yeah, you can't really.
That's all right.
I mean, you can still lead the segment, but we just got bleep
We
that
didn't
out
name
so
where we
people don't-
were.
I mean, that's true, but
Just
Mhm.
I don't even work
Where
there
we are
anymore.
currently.
Care.
I do.
Well, that's all right. Hey, I'm not you. Me.
Yes, but I am in here, so they'll blame me.
Chris has nothing to do with this.
Nothing
He
to
goes
do with
work
this.
every single day.
I'm a
He goes to
manager
work.
there too. That's the other fucking
What-
problem.
You
He's
do-
a
are you
mature.
Manager.
manager?
Look, we're not that big of a
Yeah.
fucking podcast yet. Yeah, we're on fucking Spotify, but who the fuck is really going to listen to this?
I was the manager.
You know, like if we ever blew up and it's like that,
Random.
then it is what it is.
I
You
wouldn't
know.
be fucking working anymore.
When it blows up.
Mm.
Oh, excuse me, Jesus.
But it's also, I'm saying, like, you know, we could sit here bad mouthing all different types of like companies. We're never going to get probably fucking sponsored by a lot of things. If we do get sponsored, then hey, I want to sit here talking all good things because you're paying me, you know. But
We love you. I buy
yeah,
stuff
with
from you
your
every single
billions and billions of dollars, we love you so much.
day. Plus member.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're a One Plus member?
You get all my groceries delivered.
I'm sorry. Why would you?
Why would you? He signed his.
Why would you
soul
pay
to the
oh, no.
devil.
Well, I do get free Paramount Plus. That's pretty cool.
I mean, that is
Walmart
kind of a
cash.
plus.
Get about $70 a
Get
month.
it?
Yeah, but you're paying like $100 a year.
Yeah. Well, you're also paying if you get Prime from Amazon, you're paying $100 a year too. Eh,
I pay mine in increments of $10 a month.
what?
That's better.
Amazon?
My Prime.
Yeah.
And I barely use it. The only reason I started using it recently is because of the boys. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't use Amazon for shit other. Speaking of deliveries.
Yeah, speaking of deliveries, that is
Wow,
something else
ADD
that
just kicked
honestly bothers me.
Huh.
Amazon delivery.
Is when I get a
You order something
delivery-
that had buyer's remorse immediately afterwards?
that too. No, when you get one thing like a little screen protector, right? And it comes in a small little box. But that small little box gets put
Yeah,
into
it's
a bigger box stuffed with
Mhm.
paper. Why? Why?
Why not?
What the fuck?
Wait,
I was
when did I
bored.
order this?
Like, I could understand you putting like a book, like multiple books in there, or a laptop like my shit came in. Not literally the smallest fucking thing humanly possible. Like a fucking box of fucking screen protectors. In this shit. I would have put that in one of those little like bubble wrapped like envelopes and sent it on its way. Not in a fucking box that looks like it should fit groceries. Like, no. No. I legit one day want to look at the UPS driver, FedEx driver, Amazon driver, and just look at them and be like, why? You're wasting a box. You're just giving me a free box for what?
No.
To move?
It's a great box because when you have cats, the cats like to sit in the box.
Yeah, well, boo. Ugh. Oh, God.
You're gonna have fun when I move. Oh God.
Yeah, I know. Kitty cat.
Oh, that's gonna suck so bad for you.
I'll just take allergy meds. I'll be fine.
Yeah, you better be taking your allergy medicine. Well, the cats probably won't be down there, but
Just in
there'll be
case.
times where they randomly show the fuck up because they're
Still
little shit that can
dander
run right past.
floats, you know. Oh,
I
yeah,
said to
this-
Pat when we were there, I was like, "Sorry, you might not be getting the basement, bro." I was like,
Yeah,
"That's a
that
lot of
is
room down there
another
that
one.
I like."
So I do see a topic on here of someone saying, and it's a grind your gears thing on Reddit that says arguing with impossible people. If you want me to expound on it, I sure can. Says you want to talk to someone about a specific thing they did that upset you, that person will not talk to you about that specific thing. They will talk about how they feel like, generally speaking, as long as we ignore that event, things aren't that bad. You remind them that you aren't upset about how things generally are and that you are upset about a specific incident. But they downplay the severity of the incident because it is not chronic. You want to talk to that person about a string of behaviors that's been upsetting you. That person's argument is about the specifics of the most recent event and how you misunderstand and mislabel that recent event. I'm going to shoot you. Therefore, it's not as bad as I'm saying. When you want to talk about vibes, they argue specifics. When you talk about specifics, they argue vibes. You know what I want? To feel seen, to feel heard, to feel like my simple advocacies for myself are valid. Jesus fucking Christ. I agree. When you try to argue with somebody, not even argue, just to kind of get your point across or bring up something that has bothered you, and they just blow it off like, no, it's not like that. Hashtag someone we know.
You're gonna text me that because there's a lot of people that came to mind who you're thinking of.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people that I'm thinking of as well. No name's going to be drawn out.
But you said like one person, so I'm kind of curious who the one person is that you're thinking that I would think of.
Okay, I'm sending that to you now. But yeah, it's just some people you just can't get through, and then there's some people that was I right?
Yeah, that's the first person that came to fucking mind, dude. And you're sitting there saying you're not naming names? Bullshit. I'm calling that fucker out because I've argued with him about it before.
True.
Every time. No, I don't argue like that. I listen to people. Bull fucking shit. You give him straight The only time that motherfucker ever agreed with me one thing is when I said America is currently a banana republic. When someone said, oh, we're going to become a banana republic under, I don't remember if they were talking about Trump or Biden, but and I read the description of a banana republic. There are two descriptions. There's one for American. There's one European. We are the American one, which is where a corrupt government gives money to a rich and wealthy part of our society while the poor get poor. I'll actually read out the full description instead of just giving a synopsis, but that was the only time I got this motherfucker to agree with me.
Yeah.
Any other time it's, no, you're wrong. You're wrong. You have an opinion, but just know you're wrong. And he's always right about everything.
Yeah. But
he's not ever going to watch this anyway.
I mean, true. But then you never know. Whatever. If he sees it, he'll get over it. But no, yeah, it's just like there's people like that you, like, even if you're not trying to have an argument, like you're just stating something that they did wrong and you know they're wrong, but they don't want to admit that they are wrong. So they will sit there and say a bunch of shit to you about something you did 2 weeks, 2 years, 10 years ago that they still remember and bring it up and blow it up in your face again. So that trauma comes back and it just makes you look like a fucking piece of shit and an idiot when you're sitting here like, wait, that's not what we're talking about. Why? What? So, yeah, there's that. But
all right, here's what I was talking about.
Okay.
Rephrase out the Banana Republic thing there. This is the second definition that comes under it. This is the American. Security alert. I visited an illegal infected site, apparently. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I'm on dictionary.com, Okay, well, I have to go back into it. So continue what you're
this is going to be another one. But go ahead.
All right. And my English is really bad. An exploitative government that functions poorly for its citizenry while disproportionately benefiting a corrupt elite group or individual, which exactly what our government does. Us poor citizens are getting fucked while the rich get richer, and they keep giving it to them.
Yeet.
Welcome to a banana republic already, people.
Yes.
And that's the American definition. There are,
Banana Republic
you know,
place sucks.
Banana Republic has some good some good clothes, but it's expensive as fuck. But that's another grind my gears thing. But here's one, right? This takes me back to when I was filling out applications when I lost my job. I fucking hate the application process. I hate the interview process. I fucking hate it all. Because you fill out all these applications and they say, oh, we're hiring urgently. We need someone right now. Right now. We need this person. We need them. Okay, here's my application. Oh, but not you. Not you. You're not the person we want. Who the fuck you waiting on? Abraham Lincoln?
that's because a lot of these companies, and this is what it is.
Yeah.
A lot of these companies aren't actually hiring, but are required
That's what I was gonna say.
to keep applications up.
Yeah.
Some of them are. So in order for them to, and this is, I remember hearing about it somewhere. I don't know if it's true or not. I always take some shit with a grain of salt. This is one of it. That they have to keep up applications and keep receiving applicants to make it, I guess, look like they're in business or something like that. Or it's some type of like legal thing that happens. They have to have applications open. They can't just deny someone if they want to apply.
Yeah.
So that's what happens a lot of the times. It's just
Agreed.
they aren't hiring, but that's also why they say you need like this much experience, this, and this, because they're not hiring, so they're making people walk away. But that also goes into another topic, which I'm going to end it right there, of when they say you need this much experience and this much stuff, technically, if you still apply, 9 times out of 10, they'll take you because they don't really care if you have the experience or not. It's just are you willing to learn that experience? That's all that is.
Which is funny because this isn't going to be sponsored by them either. Aldi, the new Aldi in fucking Thorndale, specifically. I was trying to go work there. They weren't even fucking open yet. They didn't even have anybody fucking working there. So it's like, okay, I'm going to apply here, because it's still somewhat close by. We haven't moved yet. Whatever. If I go here and I work here for a bit and I got to transfer to an Aldi near me, cool, great. Fill out the fucking application. I got more than enough fucking experience in fucking retail than my fucking ass can wipe out of shit. So there's that. And I sit here and I wait and wait and wait. Nothing. When I got a fucking notification saying they denied my application? Fucking about a month and a half to 2 months ago, when I already have been working at this new job and everything like that. And they say, oh, we're sorry, but we already fulfilled this position. Who the fuck else were you fucking looking at? Like,
well, that's the thing. The other thing is depending on how many people have applied and how many people wanted to transfer to that Aldi.
Agreed.
I mean, granted, it shouldn't have taken this fucking long.
But
at the same time, a lot of shit falls through the cracks. There's not much they can really do.
Agreed. And
or they could have called your old jobs, found out a bunch of shit. And were like, yeah, I heard it too.
Hey.
But then it's like I go into these establishments that I applied for that said position. They said, oh, we're moving forward with someone else, and I go in there and I see this person that's doing their supposed job. And it's like, I'll go up to that person and ask them, hey, where's this? Or can you help me with this? And they're like, and it just sits there in a...
You fucking right, because if it's not my department, go fuck yourself. Go find it yourself.
I'm going to punch you so bad. I'm going to punch you so bad. But it's like, god damn. But no, I'm saying like the person that's already there, I know they work in that department because they're behind the fucking counter. And I'm asking about that.
Do I have a name badge on? No, I don't work here.
I'm going to punch you in the dick. Because I've done the same fucking thing.
Oh no.
I believe we all have. I would be like, don't know it.
Just walk in the back room and looking for something and just stand back there for like 10 minutes?
No, I walk back there, sit on TikTok for like 10 minutes, and go, "Nah, we ain't got it, bro."
Sorry.
Like, it blows my fucking mind.
Yeah.
That are like the people that like will sit there and say, like, you'll go there for the interview, they seem interested, everything like that. And I get it, you know, they got to go through multiple other people and they can find someone else that's better. You know what I mean? But it's like, don't have me sitting here almost 2, 3, 4 weeks when I tell you I need a job. I need a job. I get other people probably same thing. They need a job. But why should it take you so fucking long if you're urgently hiring? And I know it goes back to the same point you just made. Jobs are just putting this out just because it's just meeting, I guess, in a sense, a status quo. And they just need to put this shit out so that applications keep going. So that way someone ends up leaving, whatever. They have somewhere else. They just have it there. But before I started working at the job I was at now, there was another job that I was really looking forward to doing. And they were going to try to work with me, like giving me the overnight hours, everything. Everything was going to be cool. Like they understood I have a kid, you know, that I have to work a certain amount of hours. Like I only had one car. This is before Sarah had her car. And they were like, okay, well, we're just trying to get like, you know, work the numbers and everything like that. About a month ago, they called me saying, hey, we have some overnight positions open. Do you want to take it? I was like, I'm already been working. I've been working at a job already for 3 months now. I told you I didn't have a job and I wasn't making any money. Why would you wait 3 months to get back to me? Get the fuck out of here. But that's probably one of my big ones that I had to get the fuck out there. Anybody else got any more?
Nope. And I think that's a good time to good place to end it for the night.
Oh yeah, that's
Thank you,
fine.
everybody.
Yeah, because we could definitely
Thank you,
come
everybody,
back.
for yeah, we can always come back to this.
Yeah, because it's a good one. It's
It's
a
also-
good topic.
It's getting late. Me and
Yeah.
Matt have work in the morning,
Yeah,
so
understandable. But yeah, no, we'll definitely come back because I know everybody's getting tired. Especially, I mean, we would have started earlier, but you know, we had a lot of technical difficulties.
we had to
going on.
fix a bunch of stuff. It's fine.
So, but I mean, it was a good topic. It was a good topic. We got to talking on.
Yeah.
So, you know, we'll definitely come back to it. If anybody's seen this now and everything, like I said, happy 4th of July before, woo, whatever. And
Yep. Sorry we're so late on it,
yeah, sorry we're so late.
but you know, stuff happens, life happens. There's nothing you can do about it.
Exactly. We're gonna probably try to double up, maybe, so that way we can get back on track again. And shapoopy. So,
Alrighty, guys. Till next time.
but, all right, guys. Till next time. Later. Have a great night. See you yesteryear.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Go balls. All right. Perfect. Go.
Think it's ended.
It's ended.
I have to
No, it
poop.
hasn't ended yet.
I have to poop.